And with tip.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And oh, here we go with George.
He went high.
That was nice.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
They get it back. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard attacking, poked away, out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Campazzo, Zubac defending, passes it to Jokic, over Jackson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Leonard. There's the dish to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
George against Rivers. George dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's George finishing it off.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bol with it. Morris is there. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Leonard kicks to Morris. And George, here we go. It's George on the wing. 5 to shoot. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the...
Oh!
Yes! Yes! Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap passes to Harrison. Shot to stop the run. Rivers can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Batum. Cousins dishes to Rondo. Back to Cousins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Cousins is clever. The defender has to do a better job of beating his man to the spot and maintaining position.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Nuggets trail by 6. Rivers surveying the D. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in this league with his overall play.
And here are the Clippers. They're on a 9-1 run. 1:07 left here in the opening quarter. Rondo kicks to Beverly. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Rivers. Right at the free throw line. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Beverly wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. That shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
We've watched Cousins for a while. I love the way he plays with emotion, but it has to be under control.
Monte Morris is checked in for Austin Rivers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Mann's checked in, and Green is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Beverly looking around. Kennard against Green. Throws it up high, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Harrison. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. The shot's good from McGee. And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Luke Kennard. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Kennard, the pass to Batum. McGee with the block. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Harrison. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Back to Beverly. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Millsap passes to McGee, and it's good for 2. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that one's good by Porter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Beverly, the pass to Mann. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Now Zubac down to 5 on the shot clock.
May not have the height, but Beverly has good length. A 37-inch vertical. Nasty.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly, and he makes both free throws. There's 1:47 left in the first half. On the wing, George. Count it.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Zubac against Jokic. And he lays it straight in. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
On the wing, George. Kicks it to Morris. The pass to Zubac. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Porter passes to Rivers. The kick out to Porter. They grab their own miss.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Leonard looking around. To the left side wing. Pass to Zubac. And Morris comes over to help. Morris right side. Zubac trying to break loose. Can't knock it down from the right block. The Nuggets trail by 6. Rivers kicks to Bull. A 3 from Morris. Jokic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Gets it off. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Patrick Beverly. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. Morris. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter passes to Jokic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Down low. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Bull. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Campazzo, covered by Morris, can't connect from short range. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
The Nuggets trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jokic kicks to Porter, pass to Bull. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly. Right side, Millsap. Bull with it, working on Zubac. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Zubac, the pass to Kennard. On the wing, but 2. Back to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Rondo against McGee. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Harrison passes to McGee. It's Bull, top of the key. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dishes it to Rondo. Zubac kicks to Rondo. 1:04 left in the third. Bull with it. Working on Zubac. Bull can't hit.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And it's Beverly missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
35 seconds left to play in the third. Rondo passes to Zubac. Back to Rondo. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. He gets that one. The Nuggets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Harrison scanning the floor. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Bull.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Beverly with the ball. Back to Kennard. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 4. And will return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Morris, an easy 2 points on the layup. Clippers leading by 4. Rondo passes to George, back to Rondo. To the inside. Here's Leonard, pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
McGee finds Millsap. Morris outside. Back to McGee. Lays it up off the glass.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
Here's Morris, and it's sent back by George. And now the Clippers on the break, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. George against Porter. And George kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Outside Jackson. Morris outside. Here's Zubac. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. Jokic on top. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Morris finds Leonard. Back to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's the break. Here's Bol. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Outside Jackson. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris over Rivers. Puts it up. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard attacking to the paint. And Morris throws it down.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Back to Rivers. And it's Jokic in the corner. That one a little long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one, so I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Lillard way outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Jokic. Pass to Covington. And the bank shot is good.
Man, I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on his shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
To the right side. Passes it to Porter. Denver passing it around. Here's Bull. That one good for 2.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
McCollum kicks to Covington. And he drops it in from the low post. Covington's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And Denver with a change here, too. Harrison's checked in. Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Three-pointer, Lillard. A shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Porter with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Jokic. The shot will not fall. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Anthony. Denver grabs the miss.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's McCollum, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
No good on the shot.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Kicks it out to McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Anthony, the pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. Back to Anthony. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
23 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Bull. Portland grabs the miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
It's Powell on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Simons. The layup off target. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers out in front. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Harrison out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the 3. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. The pass to Simons. The feed to Kanter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And Kanter drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 5. And the dunk by Covington.
Covington is just so quick. Even the defense well behind him, actually in the dust as he gets down the court.
Here's Harrison. Good D by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Powell with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stolen by McGee. Green left side. And a missed layup. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Pass to Cannon. Second chance shot. Left side Jones. Pass to Simons. Kicks to Powell. Knocked loose. And another turnover here by Portland.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So for the Trailblazers, McCollum's checked in for Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And Denver also making a switch. Porter's checked in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Rivers kicks to Green to stop the drought. The Nuggets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lillard dishes to Cantor. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Off with the layup. Here's Rivers. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And the basket by Lillard.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Derek Jones. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here is Lillard. He's got 5. 1:06 left in the second quarter. The drive by...
Oh my goodness! That was special.
And get out of the way. Nurkic drives with tremendous physicality.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Bull. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. So he gets them both. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Lillard surveying the D. The dish to Cantor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
That's good from Cantor.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Nice D from Lillard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Lillard. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Morris, no good. Lillard fires away from way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They showed a lot of improvement. And that should do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Nurkic with the block.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Campazzo, Jokic trying to free himself up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kanter finds Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Porter. And he makes that one.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Lillard way outside. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Morris. McGee trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Jones subbed in for Powell. Cullen passes to Simons. He kicks to Jones. To the wing right side. McCollum left side. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Morris. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Dishes to Anthony. And there's the pass to Simons. And it's McCollum in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Simons missing. Here's Harrison. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Seven seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers enjoying a 12. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Nuggets trail by 12. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's tipped. Stolen by Rivers. Porter at the elbow. Back to Rivers. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 3-pointer. Trains the 3-pointer.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Campazzo. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Green is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard outside. Covington in the corner. Now, here's Lillard. 6 to shoot. Lillard again missing.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Anthony finds Lillard. Powell with it. Now Lillard. And that one is good.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Rivers dishes to Millsap. Back to Rivers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's Millsap, and the shot goes in.
He's got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Pass to Powell. Fires for three. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 6th rebound on the night. Rivers. They shoot again. It doesn't go for him. Good D by McCollum. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
He dishes it to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Denver also making a switch. Harrison's checked in for Austin Rivers. Harrison passes to Bull. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, Ball with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
He's perfect from the line this time. 16 seconds left in the game. Here's Simons. Pass to Little. Here's Simons. From deep. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Kept alive, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Now, here's Lillard. Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard the pass to Morris. And now Portland on the break. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Morris against McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
George finds Jackson. Here's Zubac. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's McCollum. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now here's Jackson. Now the pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And stolen by Lillard. McCollum no good. Clippers trail by 5. Morris dishes to Jackson. Leonard the pass to Morris. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell dishes to Nurkic, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Now, here's George. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. George finds Jackson. Now here is Morris. Takes the 13-footer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lillard against Jackson. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Cousins dishes to Batum. A miss that time would have put him up. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Inside. Here's Cantor. Great D that time from Batum.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from being.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. To the middle, here's Kennard. And Jones sends it back. McCollum against Beverly. Pass to Carmelo. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Rondo passes to Kennard. On the wing, Batum to the paint. Rondo kicks to Batum. He was all alone on that one. Batum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Cullen passes to Simons. To the inside. Kanter in the corner. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 7.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Beverly wide open. Off target from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Beverly against Lillard. 1:33 left in the first half. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
The pass to Mann. Back to George. And stolen by Lillard. And here comes the break. Powell kicks to Covington. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Beverly. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. And the layup falls.
That's all about balance there. You focus on the rim no matter what's happening around you, and Patrick Beverly knocks one down.
Lillard outside. Covington in the corner. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Covington. Pass to Lillard. Over Beverly. And it's Lillard missing. Beverly against Covington. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. 1 second left. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. McCollum outside. Kicks it out to Lillard. Unloads from 9. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got 9.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Lillard against Jackson. Morris outside. Passes it to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Morris, no good. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Kennard in for Leonard. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Morris. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The drive by Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hondo's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. Outside Rondo. Nurkic with the block. Goes back up. The putback. Batum trying to break loose. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Cullen passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Over Kennard. 5 on the clock. Here's Cancer. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers trail by 3. Morris inside, working on Jones. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. Back to Cousins. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Luke Kennard. And Portland with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Down low. And it's Simons missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the pass to Batum. Outside for Rondo. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard in for Nicholas Batum. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Lillard attacking over Rondo. And the rejection by Zubac. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lillard against Beverly, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Pass to man. Beverly with the ball. Over Anthony. Leonard, the pass to man. Misses the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Powell. To end the drought. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Man passes to Leonard. Here's George. Back to Leonard for the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
So difficult to stick with Leonard cutting off the pick and roll. One of his bread and butter moves.
Beverly against Lillard. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Lillard's got 8 points.
Love that Damian Lillard is developing that little floater in the lane. Smart to recognize the defense collapsing.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And for Portland, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the 5. Back to Covington. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard dishes to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe, but D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Morris passes to Leonard. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Over Jackson. Cantor getting it done with the move that time. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Outside, George. Takes the 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Here's Powell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's the break. Here's George. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Anthony. Powell, the pass to Cantor. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Here's Rondo. Morris passes to Zubats. Powell against Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good. Portland leading. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jones against Leonard. Powell for 3. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish.
He's a scorer and stepping up this time. Cantor with a big one.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And that's an intentional foul. George is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Zubats. Lillard outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Let's it go from 14. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Leonard against Covington. Leonard the pass to Morris. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. A three-pointer, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Got it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Lillard. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. It counts, and the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Little, he's checked in for foul.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, George with it. From outside the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. Lillard outside. Launches it. Misses there. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. For both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one, so I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Hole is out there with Porter, and it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5. And it's Jokic missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Batum. Jokic with the steal. Porter passes to Bull. And that one is off. High D that time from Leonard. Stolen by Rivers. Here's George. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To the middle. Here's Bol. Batum grabs the miss. Porter against Leonard. George. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
They throw good. Paul George. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Passes it to Jokic. Feeds the Bol. Second shot opportunity, and Jokic lays it up and in.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
George passes to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Jokic defending. Here's Batum. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Pass to Porter. Unloads. It's a hand on it. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
George looking around. Outside Leonard. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Porter, here we go. Kicks the Bol. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's George. Pass to Batum. And Bol pulls it down. Stolen by George. Inside. Here's Batum. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
The pass to Jokic. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
George dishes to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. The dish now to Rivers. 5 to shoot. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Count that one. George has got 5 now.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Now here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He dishes it to Bol. Batum grabs the miss.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
George. And George with the stuff.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Here's Rivers, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Leonard on the wing. With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kennard kicks to Rondo. Cousins against McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Najee. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Outside for Rondo. Now the feed to Cousins. A second chance effort. Passes to Beverly. Back to Cousins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morris against Rondo. Morris dishes to McGee. Back to Morris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rondo looking around. Pass to Beverly. Off on the layup. Denver leading by 3. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Kennard finds Rondo. Picked him clean. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Rondo.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Beverly, the pass to Morris. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Beverly.
Well, just good, solid use of the pick and roll. Patrick Beverly, ball in his hands, looking quite comfortable.
Pass to Najee. Morris, the second chance points on the tip in. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Morris against Rondo. Now here's Cousins. Tight defense on him. Block at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Boogie Cousins understands how to catch defenders out of position and get to the free throw line. Nicely done.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. To the inside. Goal, that's good.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Dishes to Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got his first points in this one. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, you've got to have a rim runner, and DeMarcus Cousins filling the role beautifully.
Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. Kicks it to Bull. To the wing on the left. To the paint, 6 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Bulls got 4 points now in the quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
George against Porter. And George, here we go. And George with this stuff.
I'll tell you, that's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
Outside Porter. He kicks it to Bull.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folk.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The pass to Jackson. Kicks to Leonard. Tipped away. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 3. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Harrison scanning the floor. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Man passes to George. Now here's Zubac. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Jokic. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Bull. Here's Kennard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Morris against Porter. Morris, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Rivers.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Morris outside. And he feeds it to Batum. Yep, that one goes in there. Batum's got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Rivers. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Here's Kennard. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. Outside Porter. And the shot goes down. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Zubats. Kennard the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Out to the wing. Now here's Beverly. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Back to Rondo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Beverly dishes to Batum. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Pass to Kennard. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Denver leading by 5. Inside. Back to McGee. Pass to Najee. Fires the 3. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Chunchon, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nicholas Batum. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the Clippers call time here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Back to Rondo. 24 seconds left in the third. It's George on the wing. It's George on the wing. 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. .12 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Here's Jokic. Off target at the rim. And so it's Denver, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Nikola Jokic. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Rivers. Jokic draws the double. Beyond the arc. Rivers can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Jackson passes to Mann. Now, here is George. Defense is right there. The Nuggets leading by 5. The drive by Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Mann passes to Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Campazzo. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Here's George. McGee with the block. Here's Mann. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Zubac. Can't hit that one. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Morris with the bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Ball stolen. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. McGee the pass to Chanshaw. On the wing, Morris. Over Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. George with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from George. Jackson against Morris. There's the pass to Najee. High arcing shot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Porter against Leonard. Passes it to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Jokic, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter looking it over. Floats one up, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Porter. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
George finds Zubac.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Denver leading by 5. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jokic with it. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Fires it up. Another miss by Jokic. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And George, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Paul George.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
20 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. George way outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Millsap. Offline. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. David, thank you. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in its center. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. Now here's Porter following the missed shot by Nurkic. Bol can't hit. McCollum against Rivers. Over in the corner, Lillard. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And it's Denver with the rebound. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And finished off by Porter.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
McCollum finds Lillard. First quarter, just over a minute played. No good on that one.
The bench was ready to erupt. Instead, look at them. They're hiding their faces in their ties. You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lillard looking around. It's good.
I like seeing Lillard go to the floater. He has such a soft release and touch on this shot.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Campazzo. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Campazzo back to Rivers. Now here's Bol. D right on him. Jokic trying to free himself up. Bol can't hit. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Offensive rebound. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Man, good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Denver shooting their first free throws of the game. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Lillard outside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Here's Jokic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McCollum finds Anthony. McCollum against Rivers. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony down low. He's against Jokic. McCollum right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Harrison passes to Millsap. Outside, Porter. And stolen by Lillard. It's 2-on-1. Porter pulls it in.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Jokic. Chalk up 2 there. Jokic has got 6.
And they try to stonewall Jokic, but he's not having it. He's just fearless going up inside.
Here's Lillard. He can't hit that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Porter with it. Now Anthony defending, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lillard outside to end the run, and the layup is up and in.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Jokic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. Portland also making some changes. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Simons, the pass to Cantor. He dishes it to McCollum. With 4 seconds on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCollum. He doesn't back down from the defense. Embraces getting hit while shooting.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's Porter with the 3, and that one released in time, but no good. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard.
I know that when the main guy usually...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were in.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And it's the defense that's making it tough on them here in the second quarter, not finding the easy buckets like they did in the first.
Rebound by the Nuggets. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Foul, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Jokic. The shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That is his first foul of the game. Simons surveying the D. Kicks it to Kanter. Pass to Simons. Back to Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Foul dishes to Kanter.
And you watch Bol on the defensive end, boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
A nice shot by Rivers.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Here's Simons. Kanter in the corner. Giles the pass to Simons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Anthony's checked in. Campazzo. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Morris. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Powell. Harrison with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morris. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Morris kicks to Harrison. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard with it. Morris is there. Here's Nurkic. Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break. Here's Harrison, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Lillard attacking. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Nurkic. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Now Morris. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And so it's Denver with us. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and 2 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Denver leading by 4. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Nuggets now. Porter dishes the ball. Nurkic with the double team. Ball kicks to Porter. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, and what hustle on defense from Nurkic. I mean, great at staying in place and in knowing score.
Lillard misses. Here's Denver now. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Bull. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
An 0-for-3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Lillard outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different. They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And now Portland on the break. Lillard the pass to Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Strong interior player. When Cantor is looking to score, he isn't afraid of attracting contact.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Rivers dishes the ball. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's McCollum off the drive. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony against Porter. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Pass to Rivers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Rivers against McCollum. Feeds it to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Cantor's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morris inside. Stolen by Cantor. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. There's the double team with Bull. Cantor, the pass to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Morris. Porter kicks to Bull. And he converts the layup. Bull's got 6 points.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Simons, defended by Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And there's the pass to Simons. .34 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
A steal. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Millsap. The shot's good. Millsap's got his 2nd bucket.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Here's Simon. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And we wrap up the 3rd and looking to be an exciting 4th quarter. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his third foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. Jokic comes in for Green. Michael Porter, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Rivers in for Harrison. And a switch here also for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Derek Jones. Passes to Lillard. The three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Bol, the pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Bol. Back to Jokic. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here's Lillard. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Jokic passes to Bol. Here's Rivers. Porter trying to free himself up. Rivers can't get it to go. Lillard with it. He kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Jokic high post. Powell with the steal. And they're running. And the dunk by Powell.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Picked away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Campazzo. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Campazzo, it's deflected, and they get it back. And Jokic gets it to go. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. Stolen by Rivers. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. And the wide open shot for Morris. And the 3 off target. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Jones against Gordon. Jones dishes to Covington. McCollum right side. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Here's Lillard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead. Here's Harrison. He is guarded by McCollum. And that one's good, Harrison. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Now, here's Lillard. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
Morris, no good. From deep three-point range. And so it's Portland winning this one. They seem to relish. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Morris. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Passes it to Powell. Back to McCollum. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Morris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard against Jackson. And that one's good. Lillard.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Morris right side. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And the basket by Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Jackson passes to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got his second basket.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And he gets the bucket. George has got 6 points.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
And Lillard kicks the foul. Back to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Nurkic, and the layup is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard. Down low. Zubac kicks to Leonard for the three. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
George against McCollum. Now the pass to Lillard for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Right side George. Pass to Zubac. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Over in the corner, Lillard. Basket, good. He's got 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Basket counts.
I mean, fantastic awareness by DeMarcus. Keeps his head up, stays poised, makes a play in time.
And here's McCollum for 3. They get it back.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. A nice shot by Simons.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Rondo drives in. 8 feet away. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Kanter kicks to McCollum. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well. Yeah,
they all lock in. You're right. He kicks it to Cousins. Here's man. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition. The ability to make plays for his teammates.
Here's Simons. Defended by Beverly. Goes up on the high post. The Clippers grab the miss.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Here's Cousins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Brute strength of Cousins. Defenders draped all over him, and he simply brushes them off.
Anthony dishes to McCollum. Back to Anthony. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Beverly, the pass to man. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anthony. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. .109 left in the second quarter. They get it back. Here's Cousins. Nails the baby hook. Cousins has got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. To the paint. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
McCollum against Kennard. From 10 feet out. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from McCollum. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kennard. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Cullen passes to Carmelo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And a wide open look for Rondo. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. A 3 from McCollum. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Portland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
George finds Zubac. Here's Morris. Portland grabs the miss. Now Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lillard misses. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Zubac the pass to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for McCollum. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. Lillard against Rondo. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded close. The layup missed. Clippers leading by 4 to the inside. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. The dish to Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame, assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. Taken away by Anthony. Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Inside. Covington passes to Lillard. Down low. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Covington.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
George passes to Morris. Puts the move on. Fires from deep. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Nurkic. Zubac no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Anthony. Dishes it to Lillard. For the tie, outside Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for Robert Covington. And the Clippers with a change here too. Man's checked in. Here's Jones. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Powell, the pass to Cantor. Out to the right wing. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers as they end the third quarter on a 14-4 run. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Jones. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum passes to Cantor. McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Back to Zubac. And he knocks down the first one. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he hits both. And for Portland, they're shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Jackson against Lillard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Jackson dishes to Batum, and that one's drained from the low block. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the pass to Kennard. Outside Batum to take the lead, kept alive. Zubac, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Lillard against Jackson, right wing. Kanter kicks to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
and when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Lillard looking around. Up and in on the layup. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Covington against Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Lillard outside. Powell the pass to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
McCollum outside. 107 left in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Lillard. Offline with his 3.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Yes, that goes in.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Lillard finds Covington. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Nurkic. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Powell against Leonard. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds. Great D there. Just quick hands on that one.
Clippers with the ball. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Off target with that shot. So it's Los Angeles taking the W. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.